I'm Tim Zajkowski. The premise of this show is simple. I have conversations with entertainers that no one's ever heard of. I'll be shooting the breeze with actors, directors, writers, comedians, athletes, musicians. Simple entertainment. All right. So, hi, welcome to Anybody Who Ain't Anybody. My name's Tim Zajkowski. Today we're on stage at the Comedy Room in Portofino Restaurant in beautiful downtown Wyandotte, Michigan. And I'm sitting here with a good buddy of mine who's been on the show before, and what the heck he's doing coming back, I have no idea. But Chili Challis, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Tim. Appreciate it.
My
Appreciate
pleasure.
the opportunity to sit and talk to you once again.
Absolutely.
And a nice table. Look at this white tablecloth.
They got a nice backdrop. And you got your striped shirt on?
I got my striped shirt on now. I used to wear the all black. Now I'm going with the Troy Donahue look. There's a reference. People are out there going, Troy Donahue? What?
I remember the name, but the face isn't coming to me.
So anyway, but man.
I got a phone call last night from Bill Hildebrand about midnight. And he's calling he just finished a private gig somewhere in Illinois somewhere. And he goes, what are you doing? And I says, I'm getting together with Chili Challis tomorrow. He's coming to sales room. And he goes, Chili's doing sales room. And I says, yeah. And he was surprised about that.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? It's a room. It's a great room. I like Sal. And
yeah. It seems to me.
Is it too far above me? Do you think that's it? That guy's a hacky middle. He got lucky once or twice. What's he doing headlining?
He should be at the Holiday Inn in Taylor.
Well, I didn't say he was headlining.
No, I didn't. No, he's not headlining.
He's working there now. He works the door.
He's got some open mic time. But, you've written for Leno for years. And
I have for a long time. And you know what? Here's a scoop for you. I'm just about to blog about this. Might as well tell you first.
There you go.
I'm just about ready to give it up. I'm ready to
the Big Dog production things?
Yeah, just move on to something else. I've been part of that show really since '92, since when I started faxing him in jokes and started hitting him on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And I was on staff for a few years in the late '90s into 2000s, and I kind of kept it up. And lately, I've just been thinking, it's a year of change. He's going to step down. He's going to go to 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Conan's coming in, and I'm just thinking, it might just be time to just kind of let this all go and focus on some other stuff that I want to do.
And for example, what would you prefer to be doing? What would you like to try?
Just topless dancing would.
Well, you got a set on you.
Because you can't get enough of man boob.
No, it's amazing.
Cleavage is back, they say, but not in the man boob.
Not in the man. You get there's shaving and waxing, and that hurts too much.
So seriously, Tim, I'm really more and more getting into the classes and the teaching stand-up, and I'm getting ready to move into maybe the college world of teaching stand-up class, and I have the two in Ann Arbor and the one at Perrysburg, New Funny Bone there too, and I go over to Chicago on a regular basis. I really, really like that.
Well, you do a nice job. I've taken a class a couple of times, and
it's even better now, man. It's even better. Because here's the truth.
You learn from it.
Yes, you do. I learn how to interpret what I know, how to translate what I know. I came in knowing a lot, but how to tell people that and what to use and when to use it it's a hard thing. I had to come up with kind of a curriculum.
And then there's everybody's got these different personalities where they, as far as they're concerned, it's, oh my God, I am hysterical, and you're not laughing, and you're picking apart my stuff, and they take it way too personal.
Yes.
And you're easygoing, so you have good people skills, and that's real important in that stuff too.
Yeah. You got there was a guy I was partnered with for a little while that was a real bulldog, and he has that style. And maybe that's it. Maybe he's right in some ways. There are some people I think respond to that kind of. This is the way you do it. This is the way you adhere to it, and you're wrong if you don't. And I can't do it that way.
Well, I just got done directing a stage play. Right, my second stage play. It's a musical comedy. I don't read music. I shouldn't have been doing it, quite frankly. But they said, "Hey, you want to direct this?" I went, "Yeah, I do." So nobody got off book. Nobody memorized their lines. The second to the last performance, they had lavaliers on. I'm sitting in the middle of the room, and I'm hearing people go, whose line is it? Is it your? I think it's your line. And you can hear it over the sound system. I'm going, who directed this piece of crap, you know? And the other people going, you should scream at these people. You should be, what the hell? And then I said to the people, it was told to me that I should be screaming at you, that I should shame you into the ground and make you do. But that's not. You're the one that's going to be up on stage.
Right.
You're the one that's going to be looking like, I wish I had my lines memorized.
Right.
It doesn't matter what I say to you. You know, if you're not going to memorize, what am I going to do?
Right.
So I don't have that scream at them personality.
Right. I don't either. I don't either. I really, especially in comedy and they're real new, you gotta let them experiment, because you go up there and tell them to be themselves.
Yeah.
To come from that personal place, and when they start doing that, you can't browbeat them. I mean, what do you know about their personal space? Especially in those first classes, you gotta just let them go and see what happens. And I'm not a big formula guy either, though, even though I've developed one lately that I think's pretty hot, that I unveil in all my classes, called Chill Factor.
The Chill Factor, there you go.
Hello. Right. Oh yeah, Madison Avenue, man. But yeah, I do have a formula, because it actually came because a student asked me a very good question one day. He just goes, how do you write a joke? And I had been doing it for so long, I'd forgotten. I had to go home and think about that.
Oh, yeah.
And I came back the next week and I said, this is how I do it. And I had never really thought about writing it down. And so I developed that into a formula, and that's the one I give them, even though, there's many aspects to comedy.
Well,
everything's not going to be a set-up punchline. Andy Kaufman, when he stood on stage and he played "Here I Come to Save the Day," was hysterical, but there was no set-up punchline. But you could do that on stage. So,
and if
those kind of things that's funny, and it's not really stand-up, it's performance, but you can do that on the stand-up stage. And if somebody wants to take those kind of risks and do it in my class, I'll applaud. I'll probably be the first one laughing.
That is. So many people have said, how do you feel about Andy Kaufman? I said, he kills me. And they go, have you seen him just stand there and do nothing? Yeah. Do you have any idea how much cojones it takes to stand in front of an audience that hates your guts, and you have the guts to stand there and continue to do it?
Or to read The Great Gatsby.
And the whole book.
Until they were screaming at me, physically remove him from it.
And he wasn't even considering stopping.
But that's funny. To me, that's comedy, man. And so you can't, how are you supposed to put that and yell at that person not to do that? You got to let it be. You just got to go, wow, that's funny, and go with it.
And how many people told Stephen Wright, oh,
sure.
no,
not enough energy, are you
can't,
kidding
no,
me?
That's not funny.
Oh, you're going to get eaten alive.
Are you out of your mind? Or like Stanhope?
Yeah.
How can you say, you can't even say what Stanhope says. You and I couldn't do it.
True. I'm amazed. But you know what? When there's a guy that goes through character. Once you buy his character and you understand his ideas and he puts them out there, he has his audience, and they do understand him. I am certain he has emptied some rooms. I had the great pleasure working with Bill Hicks coming up in the 80s. I watched him empty a few rooms, but there was always a few core people around. That was his audience. He was a god to them, but he would empty 175 of them to get to that 75
and
that dug him.
Yeah, okay.
Look me up on myspace.com/Chili Challis or standupschool.com.
Standupschool.com.
Mm-hmm. And I'll be there, and you can find out where I'm teaching and all that stuff, and you just call me.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Chili, thank you very much.
All right, man. Thank you,
My pleasure.
Tim. Always.
My pleasure.
Great.
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.